The headline of the morning news, Cowboys believe their defense can make another big jump after their breakout last year. David Moore wrote this article. I absolutely think they can. I do, and I've asked a lot of insiders about this. The normal answer you get is, well, it's hard to repeat because, it's just good defenses, they can't predict it from year to year because the quality of quarterbacks you face and all that, and the turnovers are hard to predict. But I'll tell you what, if you just look at how many good young players are on this team, how many holes have been filled, where the development is happening, and then the quality of their schedule, there's no reason to believe that this Cowboys defense won't be better. Better defensive tackle play, ability to stop the run. Leighton Vander Esch, Micah Parsons year 2, Malik Hooker year 2 from Achilles. You're getting better at corner. Obviously J-Ron Curse, but to me, the biggest reason to believe this Cowboys defense is going to be as good, but probably even better than last year. They're facing a bunch of crap quarterbacks, Chiafalo. That's what they got. Usually, if you face a bad schedule, you win a bunch of games.
For sure.
You get a first-place schedule, and all of a sudden, you're looking at Pro Bowlers everywhere. It's like 4 good quarterbacks out of these entire 17 games.
That makes a huge difference. There is no question about it. When you're facing subpar quarterbacks more often than not, that is going to be a hugely advantageous thing for you. And so the other thing, though, is I think like they were dominant with pass rush last year when you think about Micah Parsons and Randy Gregory and what they were doing. But I really feel like this pass rush is going to be even better this year. And so that's going to cause all sorts of different situations from turnovers and stuff like that. I think with the quarterback fumbles and stripping these guys, I think that is going to play a huge factor. And then you're going to be able to fall into more interceptions in the back end. I think one of the big things we got to hope for is, and I'm still just hopeful about the rush defense. I think it seems like it's gotten better. We'll see how much better. But the other thing is how many big plays they gave up last year. How many busted kind of coverage moments they had where when you go look at one of the Achilles heels of the Cowboys defense last year was how many big plays they allowed. And so that's one of the big things that you have to hope that in year 2 in this defense, and you pretty much have your entire starting secondaries back. Like the chemistry and communication back there should be really, really strong. But giving up too many big plays in the passing game is something that kind of hindered them. So if they tighten that up and you keep the turnovers in the top 5 to 10 in the league, then you're looking at an absolutely dominant defense.
I hate to be the wet blanket guy here, but here we go.
Here we go. These are the insiders I was telling you about,
No,
Chiafalo.
I'm not.
They keep throwing a wet blanket on this defense.
Crap on this D right now.
I don't know if something's wrong with Curse's back.
Something's wrong with Chiafalo. I know that. Oh, what?
Curse's back.
What happened?
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, he right
It's
now,
all fun and games.
right
and
now
here
he
we
isn't.
are.
I need to dig a little further on because he's been dealing with back soreness.
Since he went out like first padded practice?
Yeah, well, remember he got
That was
hurt.
an ankle that day.
Remember he got hurt of the ankle. Well,
right.
Recently here he's dealing with a little bit of a back, and I was watching him run pre-game, and he
in Denver.
He was not moving great,
And he hasn't practiced all week, right?
Yeah, and so I need to dig a little further with my guys to see how significant. I think if you want to talk about a defense that could be elite. He's one of those guys that doesn't miss tackles. Would miss 3 of all last year. He's a guy that's your primary signal caller.
Yeah.
He lines people up. He brings toughness. If you have to take him out of the lineup for any reason because he's dealing with back stuff,
That's a nightmare.
that is a nightmare right there. Those are the only things that you went 2 weeks, or excuse me, 2 weeks. You went several weeks last year without Tank, without Gallimore. I mean, you were able to kind of make things work. But, man, you take Curse out of this lineup because of a back, and I need to dig.
Backs can be bad.
And figure this out about him.
Please do, because he was my favorite player on the team last year. He was a massive surprise. He is, to me, coming into the season, one of the single most underrated players in the entire sport. You saw what happened when free agency started. It was like, what's going on with J-Ron Curse? What's going on with J-Ron Curse? Then, boom, 2 years, $10 million. Like, really?
Yeah.
Because for what the product he gave you on the field last year is worth substantially more than that. Not only in the play, but wearing the green dot, being the guy who's the quarterback of the defense, and the versatility that he allows Dan Quinn to play with, where here comes Donovan Wilson, here comes Malik Hooker. They're all on the field at the same time. Is J-Ron Curse playing in the box? Is he playing a little bit deeper? Is he blitzing? Dude, J-Ron Curse is, to me, When you start power ranking guys you can't lose defensively, it's Micah Parsons, and then it's Jaron Kearse.
I think you can still be a good defense without him. And just because he has a back injury doesn't mean he's going to miss significant time.
That's why I'm saying I need to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because right now he's missed a week of practice and he didn't play a game last week.
Okay, then the other thing is he's a $5 million player, and I think the Cowboys are getting great value. But I think Donovan Wilson's a pretty good player. Maybe not a $5 million safety.
Please stay healthy, Donovan, because in 2020 he was a stud.
You're right about that, and he can get the takeaways. I don't know if he's going to be as sound with his assignments as Kearse, but he'll get a takeaway element. And then I think Marquise Bell's a pretty good player. Now, that's pretty much chicken soup for a Cowboys soul if you're missing Jaron Kearse. But point stands. I do think this defense can be as good, even better than last year. Maybe elite, not yet. You know, you got to find some real game wreckers on the defensive line, and I think right now you have a collection of nice players, and then Micah Parsons, so you can splash in there.
I think the pressure will be good. I think the pressure. I like what you're talking about with strip sacks. Maybe that's where your turnovers are going to come from. Guys in the pocket affecting the pocket. I like that. I like that angle a lot. But man, I do worry about taking Kearse out of this thing for any length of time.